Hello, I'm TAT. I would like to share my 7-day summer industrial training in PolyU. Day 1. Formwork. Formwork is a supporting element in concrete construction. In the practice, we are required to cut a piece of wood to form a box-shaped formwork. This is our product. Also, the staff introduced the circular dimension saw to us, and then we need to use the circular dimension saw to cut the required shape and dimension formwork for our formwork. This is our cutting formwork panel. We use the formwork panel to form a I-shaped formwork. We work together with my group mates. This is my group mates. Day 2. Structural steel work. Structural steel connection can be divided into beam-to-column connection, column-base connection, column-to-beam connection, and column-to-column connection. The staff wearing the protection clothes show us how to weld, and this is the welding result. Depenetrate testing. Procedures: pre-treatment by cleaner, penetration of wet penetrate, remove wet penetrates completely with cleaner before inspection, apply white developer, assist dry, wet penetrate in 4 areas is absorbed and appeared. It is steel drilling machine. We use it to drill a hole through a steel plate. It is a small steel cutting machine. It is large steel drilling machine. It is large steel cutting machine. We use the machine to cut the required shape to connect 2 legs of the table. Day 3 and 4. Structural concrete. We cut the reinforcement by steel cutting machine and measure them. I'm bending the reinforcement by steel bending machine. I'm connecting the reinforcement by iron links. We have finished our handrail for the concrete before casting. This is our I-shaped wall formwork. Then we mix different components such as water, sand, cement, and aggregate to form concrete. We are putting the components into the concrete mixing machine, and the staff help us adjust the concrete mixing machine. After the fresh concrete are made, we use them to do slump tests. This is our fresh concrete which mixed by the concrete mixing machine. My group mates and classed concrete. On the other hand, we are required to make different ratio of components of the concrete. This is our concrete final product. We have used the compression testing machine to test the standard concrete. Also, we use this machine to test our concrete cubic. This is our concrete cubic failure diagram. Our concrete is failed at 34.3 kPa. This is our hardened I-shaped wall concrete. I'm taking off the formwork panel by using hammer. This is the top view of our I-shaped wall concrete. And this is the side view of our I-shaped wall concrete. This is the reinforcement bending procedure. I'm following the procedure to bend the reinforcement. And then I measure the dimension of the reinforcement. This is our final product. After this, we try to use reinforcement and required tools to form a steel beam. We use the material to form a steel beam perfectly. This is the steel beam with concrete cover model. We are the first compete due to the good communication to each other. Day 5. NDT and anchoring. We have done the rebond hammer test. I'm checking the rebond hammer whether meet the accuracy. The test result is similar to the desired accuracy. We are designing the test outline. This is the test outline of our concrete. This is the detail of our concrete. I am using the V-bomb hammer to test the design area. Cover meter inspection. This is our testing concrete. The staff using the cover meter to check the reinforcement position. We can use the reading to determine the position of the reinforcement. We draw a sign after the reinforcement is found. Half potential test. This is our testing concrete. This is the testing detail of half potential test. I am doing the half potential test. The readings are different when the positions are different. The readings from the machine are recorded by us. This is the test result. Infrared thermography survey. The whole set machine of the test. The staff using cone to hit the finishes to find the voids. This is the test result of the machine. The red point is void. Anchoring. I am drilling a hole into the concrete wall. I am blowing out the dust away. I am using the hammer to install the push-in anchor. I am using the spanner to tie the anchor. Also, we are required to dump the common failure of the concrete. This is concrete edge. This is concrete splitting. This is also a concrete edge, but in the corner. Day 6. Brickwork and plastering. This is English bond, also called one brick wall. This is Flemish bond, also called one brick wall. This is stretcher bond, also called half brick wall. The staff using tooth to check whether the layout is vertical. The staff using chalkbox to draw a straight line for position fixing. We paste the mortar before paste the bricks. We use the tooth to check the horizontal level of the bricks. We using a line from two fixed points to determine the midpoint position. Also, we use the tooth to remain the mortar level on the bricks. I am leveling the mortar. Plastering. We are prepare a mortar base. Bond the tile on the base and compact them. We can use the tile cutting machine to cut the tiles. The staff is plastering the mosaic tiles. We are compacting and leveling the mosaic tiles after bond. We should clean the plaster after plastering. For tile, the staff mix the cement and sand together without water. We provide fresh cement underlayer and provide 2 sand squares. Then form another 2 squares and make sure they are in the same level. And then connect the squares to form a big square base. And then compact the square base. And then spray the cement on the base surface. Take off the paper and using cement sand mixing material to fill the gaps. Day 7. Scaffolding. False work. There are many types of scaffolds displayed in the poly view. The side view and the plan of the scaffold. This is an example of a false work. Another scaffold with stair. We are learning how to wear a safety belt. There are different types of safety ropes. This is a safety hose for safety rope connection. We divide into small groups to deal with different work. We are trying to fix the base road. We are finished the basic scaffold. We are going to work on the scaffold. We try our best to finish the whole scaffold.